and 8 3-pointers. I believe that tied your career high. What was your insights of making 3-point ball?
Really just aggression, and then also just our teammates were being very just one more, so it was good. And also, I mean, teams have played me a little bit lax from there lately, so I just wanted to be aggressive, and I feel like I was shooting it well in practice, so I was aggressive today.
For either of you guys, obviously you were able to turn this around in the second half. What was the talk at halftime? What do you feel like you did in the second half that was maybe lacking in the first half?
For sure. I think just coming out in the second half, we were just saying that we need to play harder basketball. So we did some uncharacteristic things in the first half, but just to be able to regroup and get back to what we do every day in practice, we were able to go out and show.
The aspect of the game focus more on what goes into identifying that and then committing to it down the stretch.
Just reading the game, just seeing what my guys are doing, what my guys are doing. I feel I'm unselfish enough to realize when my guys are clicking more than I am, and I feel like that's better, and I feel like I can use that. And then there's times where it's a little bit slow, and I just gotta use my offensive ability to create for myself. So it's really just the flow of the game and what the defense is presenting.
Barrington, besides just today, shooting the 3-ball really well, so far, much better than the others at UC Riverside. What do you attribute that to? What kind of work did you put in from the art over the summer or whatever?
Just staying consistent. Really, just understanding that there was a new kind of role that I was going to be into here, where I felt like I was going to be taking a lot more catch and shoots. So just being more prepared with my footwork, as far as just being in a different position and being able to elevate quicker.
So when you listen to the turnaround after an emotional game like you had last week before college, come back to this weekend and today and play, slow start when you got these one in the second half.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had a bittersweet taste in our, or really just a bitter taste in our mouth after playing last Saturday. So we just had to come out here, and really in the second half we were able to turn around by just playing together and doing the things that we do all the time. But it was a whole team effort.
You had 6 rebounds tonight. You're on the offensive side of the ball. You kind of just play with a great energy whenever you're in the game. You speak on what it's like whenever you're in the contest, playing fast and just bucking things up.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, it's just effort. And so just being able to use the body that I've been blessed with to get in there and make plays. And I think bringing energy is a big thing that I can do for this team. And be able to provide for, everybody kind of gets going and starts eating after that. Whether it's, getting out of transition or offensive rebound, kick out. It kind of just makes the game a lot easier for me and my teammates as well.
Barrington, you were matched up with Jameer Simpson, their leading scorer tonight. What were you just sort of seeing from him today?
I think he's a really aggressive but capable scorer that he thrives in all areas of scoring. So he's very aggressive, and we just try to keep him in like positions that he doesn't like, get him going right to influence him to pull up short instead of getting all the way to the rack. So just little things like that, and run him off the line just to keep him as efficient and on his end as well.
Just kind of maybe big picture moving forward a little bit. You guys are through finals week now. Tad talked about this a little the other day about being able to focus solely on basketball these next 2 weeks before Big 12 play. How do you feel like this team? What do you feel like maybe this team needs to do over these next few weeks to kind of lead up into conference play?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll have a lot of time on our end because we won't have to worry about class. So everybody's just getting their individual work. But then in practice, a lot of little things like jumping to the ball on defense, our help side, just a lot of those little things that we need to kind of rep out. We'll have time to, get in and watch film and then rep it out a lot more as well. So I think it'll be a productive couple weeks.
Barrington, you guys had 13 turnovers tonight, which isn't the mark that you put front. We only had 1, but what was UTSA doing that caused you guys to have more turnovers?
I mean, yeah, we talked about it earlier. They're a team that once you drive, they'll be very aggressive and swarm. So part of it was just the first half. We were kind of sticking to it. I think we had 7 turnovers then, but just sticking to the ball a little bit too long instead of finding easy passes. But yeah, as you can see in the second half, it kind of opened up more than we were unselfish. Really, just it's not really. I don't even want to call it selfishness, but just everybody looking a little bit to score. So we're kind of just looking. There's different ways to affect different teams, and when a team swarms like that, you really want to just get off the ball early for your guy.
Anything else? Josiah missed it. What happened in Jersey? You get blood on it?
No, we're just running back, and then he grabbed my jersey a little bit. I don't know why, but just ripped it. Yeah, so I guess I gotta I had to run number 14, but it worked for me today. So.
Yeah, sweet. Blake well on the 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry the play over, but I'm gonna go back to the old number.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Well, obviously pleased with the second half, not so much the first half, but I thought in the first half we really played for ourselves, played a little bit selfishly, felt like we had to make a play every time we touched the ball, over dribble, bad shots, turnovers, 7 of them, soft, 6 of 16, finishing at the rim. Thought we were really soft offensively in that first half. Second half, as a Colorado team, we all come and grow to appreciate and love and enjoy watching Williams. So we just got to learn and we got to play that way. That's the way we have to play on offense and on defense. We got to be more connected defensively, offensively, sharing the ball, moving the ball. So I was really pleased in the second half with our dominance.
Okay, questions?
Coach Barrington obviously had a big day on 3-pointers. He's done that a few times. His 3-point numbers have been very good. They weren't necessarily great at UC Riverside. What do you credit that to, that he's been so efficient from his
work ethic? I think number 1 is shot selection. Number 2, he hasn't taken bad shots. Barrington, I think if you wanted to put his performance tonight and really all year in one word, it would be efficient. He was extremely efficient tonight offensively. 9 for 12 in the field. He's obviously been a great assist to turnover ratio guy for us all year long. He's been a rock solid defender. So he does a lot of things to help his team. I talked with Barrington earlier in the year, not so much lately, but just the fact that, he's going to have to figure out night in and night out, what does this team need from him? Some nights it might be distribute the ball and getting other guys involved. Some nights it's going to be maybe you just score the ball. And tonight, he scored the ball for us. But he also got other guys involved. We have 23 points on 12 shots. Again, it's a model of consistency, and that's what we need from him. He delivered tonight or today.
Offensive rebounding was a big thing that you noted.
Yes.
After the CSU game, I was wondering what you thought about both sides of the glass.
Much better. We were plus 16. We held under 40%. Obviously, those 2 important numbers for us. But we got like 50% of our misses in offensive rebounds. We're gonna have to double check the Cracker Jack stats on to see how many points we got off those. I know in the first half we had 11 offensive rebounds on the second. Only 4 second chance points. I don't know for the game. I think we only had 8. But hey, it got 50% of our rebound, which means we got more possessions, and that's a good thing. So we got to do a better job of finishing when we get offensive rebounds, whether that's going back up with it or kicking it out for a 3, because that's the best time to get a 3. Before that defense is set when we kick it out on offensive rebounds. So we'll figure that out as we watch the film. But overall, I was really on our guys about not offensive rebounding against Colorado State. We were much better tonight.
It's kind of become a theme early in the season for this team to have a lot to work on in the first half and then a much better second half. How do you, as you approach conference play, instill that consistency in this team to get those better in the first half?
It's going to become much more important because if we're playing a Big 12 team tonight, instead of being out 3 at halftime, we're probably down 10. You can't have those kind of performances, for extended periods of time. Now, basketball's a game of runs. We all know that. So they're going to go on some runs, but it can't be a 20-minute, debacle where we're turning the ball over, not finishing, and not guarding. So even though they only had 32 points at halftime, Alabama held these guys to 17 in the first half.
What did you tell your players at the end halftime a lot?
What's that?
What did you tell your players after the goal in the second half?
Well, I can't tell you everything I told our players, but I just challenged them to play for each other and quit playing for themselves. What about that guy to your right? What about that guy to your left? Like, if you don't play for them, this game's so much easier, so much more fun to play, so much more fun to watch, it's more fun to cover, it's more fun to coach. Play the game the right way, and on both sides of the ball. we did a much better job than that in the second half.
Tad, with Isaiah Johnson, 6 assists
Yeah,
today, and he's had, I think, 3 in the past couple games. His scoring's been pretty consistent from the get-go. But
Yeah.
as he played some more games, are we seeing maybe other aspects of his ability, like a playmaking, kind of rise up a little bit?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, 6 assists, 1 turnover is fantastic. I think he had 2 games in a row where his 3 assists, no turnovers. So he's become more efficient, you know, in that part of his game. The other thing you have to realize too is, you know, now that we've played a few games and people have some film on us, they got a scouting report. You know, early in the year, he might not, the scouting report may not have been, you know, as detailed and key on him. So he's maybe got some better looks. Now, scouting reports are saying, hey, you get him off a 3, you know, make him make tough shots and, you know, make him put the ball on the floor. So, yeah, I think as Isaiah, his game evolves, you know, based on scouting reports and matchups, who's guarding him, it'll be harder and harder for him. But that's the beauty of his game is, okay, you take scoring away from him, you can have 6 assists and 1 turnover. And I think when you have 2 guards like that, like I think we have with Barrington and Isaiah, really hard to key on one of them. Really hard to key on one. Because if you key on, hey, we're going to take Isaiah's 3s away tonight, well, Barrington hurts you. Hey, we're going to take Barrington's, you know, offense away from him. Well, now Isaiah can hurt you. And then we've also got other guys, you know, not just the 2 guards, but other guys that can, you know, make plays as well. And when we have 5 guys out there playing together offensively and defensively, this team can be as good as they want to be. The sky's the limit.
Zion Sanders had 6 rebounds tonight, and I was
Yeah.
wondering if you could speak on the idea of him being a 4-star prospect and being highly touted, but more so making his impact plays on glass and
Yep.
throughout the plays.
Big time energy. Josiah's playing aggressively again. You know, he had some. I think he and Elijah both had 2 or 3 shots blocked at the rim. Got to get away from that. It might be a kick out. It might be a use the rim as your shield type thing. But his energy and his rebounding were instrumental off the bench for us tonight. Gave us great energy. Jalen Holland, great energy off the bench defensively. Didn't rebound up like Josiah did, but attempted to. And those 2 guys are important in this team. You know, the minutes that they give us, and tonight's minutes were fantastic.
Coach, Elijah Malone, he started off the season with a few games where he was playing all aspects of the game, scoring,
Yeah.
good rebounding. These last couple of games, scoring's taking a bit of a dip, so is the rebounding.
Yeah.
Sort of what do you see his trajectory as, and how do you plan to get him back going?
Yeah, we got to get his energy level back. His energy level has just taken a dip here the last couple of weeks, whether it's in practice, whether it's in the games, and so, you know, whether that's rolling hard off ball screens, whether that is, you know, he is a load down there, but you know, he did finish the ball tonight at the rim like he's capable of, you know, look, Elijah's got great strength, great skill. He just has to use that to his advantage and understand that, hey, guys are coming to try to pin your shot. It might be an extra shot fake, might be a 1 more, might be a dump off, might be a left hand finish. You know, he's missed a few dunks. You know, a guy that's 6'11" shouldn't miss dunks, but so I think, you know, just slowing down, but playing with more energy. I think those, if Elijah can do those 2 things, he's a good player. We're gonna need him. I talked to him, you know, after the Colorado State game. We're gonna need him, especially in Big 12. Especially some of these games where you're playing more smaller, more athletic bigs. The matchups may not be to his advantage, but as long as he can guard, but he's got to be able to make them pay him together, and that's what, you know, he hasn't been doing. And we gotta make sure we get him the ball, and he's got to finish better. And I think he will. So I got a lot of confidence in Elijah.
I know it was only a small sample size and kind of a perfect storm, so you picking up the fact and things going on in the first half. You played the small ball lineup with the 1 of the 5, and I was wondering how much that lineup, you know, you foresee that lineup.
Yeah, it could be. There's no doubt. It depends on, you know, who we're playing and what the matchups are, and you know, Lone can. He's a very versatile player. I thought he was not as good as he's been for us tonight. 1 for 6 from the field for him is not, because he's looking to score the ball now. He's an aggressive scorer, which I don't want to take that away from him. But he took too many bad shots tonight, and that's why he's 1 for 6. There's no reason alone should be 1 for 6 in the field. So again, his scouting reports are going to change for Alon, just like they've changed for Isaiah. And you got to be able to adjust to those scouting reports based upon what they're giving you and what the game is telling you to do. And the game is telling him to pass the ball more than anything pass. And he made a couple really good ones there in the second half, but I think the first half he really forced things a little bit. You can't play this game with an agenda. You just can't. You got to play the game the right way.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you. Perfect.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl.